Hey guys, I just made this whole video and I just decided to delete it because I think like the main question that I really have that I just really want someone to answer me this is sorry, my thumb is bleeding because I picked at it. I think my main question is so are we waiting for the next set of textbooks to be the Palestinians and what they're known for? Like, when we have history books like, oh, the Egyptians and, Pompeii and Hades and Socrates and, Shakespeare and Beowulf and all that, right? How they're all in textbooks, right? And we have to learn about these past people. Like, I fear that's the fate. And since no one wants to say it, since everybody wants to be politically correct on here, which, I can be politically correct, y'all. I just choose not to because I'm a very empathetic person. Or I think I'm saying the wrong word. I have empathy. Okay, I'm an empath, so I feel and I talk with my feelings. Okay, so get over it. 105 as I say this. I'm coming from bird, but I'm just thinking like the more and more we prolong doing what we need to do to fix this world. Literally, 115 as I say this. 325 battery percent 55. Literally, I just think like, wow, so we're really going to get to the point in life where we're not doing nothing but boycotting and protesting. And the next thing you know, one thing is it is your kids are going to be seeing the Palestinians in textbooks. And not because they're the victors, because they're dead. One for words I say that. The same thing with Congo. Like, we're going to see them in textbooks. Not because they're the victors, because the losers never write the story. It's the victors. Because they're dead. That we basically destroyed their land, put them in turmoil, had them killing each other, had them other countries killing them for their natural resources while they go steal it. 205 as I say this. And that's with all the genocides going on. So that's Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Armenia, Tigray, West Papua Islands, Burma/Myanmar, the Uruguay's people, Haiti, Ukraine, Yemen, Flint, Michigan still doesn't have water. Are we going to literally see these, are we literally going to see these people, these humans, because they're humans, as much as you hate black people, we're still humans when I'm considered 3/5 of a human, that we're going to see them in textbooks. And not because they won and they conquered the evil, because we have allowed the evil to stay on top of them and now they're dead and gone. And the only way that we can remember them now is 242 circulation of videos on TikTok and Instagram and in textbooks. Is that what we're getting to in life right now, where we can't do nothing besides boycotting and protesting, and that's not even working really? We still people have eating McDonald's. We still people eating Starbucks. We still see people eating Pizza Hut. We still see people buy Apple phones and Samsung phones. Y'all hear that? We still have all of that going on. Like, is that, like, that's my question for the world. Like, I feel like I'm just going to stop talking about this topic anymore because y'all don't care for my opinion. Y'all don't care about nothing I say, unless it comes from these big content creators that talk politically correct, but I don't. So I'm asking these content creators, these big, especially my black ones, because y'all have hella pull in the community, and y'all know y'all do. I'm asking y'all, and I'm asking the rest of the world, besides celebrities, because fuck them all, besides politicians and lobbyists and all of them, and maybe y'all need to send this video to them. Does it really have to get to the point where they're, the only way that we're going to know them, sorry, my face is itching because I have my cat's hair, is that they're in textbooks because they're dead? Because we have killed them. We have stricken their land of disease and famine. We have literally exported their women and children into labor. And y'all know what labor there is. 4 as I say that. Like, the men are all dead. If they're not dead, they're now beaten and shackled and tortured or used to be in their new military army. Like, have we got to that point in life where we're literally just sitting back and letting this all play out? Because this is going to be written in textbooks, y'all. And if it's not going to be written in textbooks, it's going to be held in documentation somewhere in the back lab of the Vatican for the next generation when they decide to, reset this earth. 434 as I say this. Are we just going to let this happen? Like, we're just going to let the Palestinians become a textbook, become a fragment of our imagination in a textbook. The same thing with Congo. We're going to let that happen to them. Same thing with Tigray and Sudan. Are we going to allow them to be a part of the textbook? And not because they won, it's because the victor always writes the history they want. It's because they're going to be the losing team. So they're only going to have probably like 1 or 2 pages in the book. But we've seen what they've been going through for years. Congo has been bleeding since the beginning of time. Everything that is technology based is because of Congo. Are we really going to let, are we really going to let the world know the Palestinians? Your children's children know the word Palestinians is in the textbook? Are we going to literally let the world know that Congo was nothing but a cash cow machine for them and they're not going to be in the textbook? Are we going to let the world know that Tigray has been starving? Y'all hear that? You know, those are my signs. They've been starving, and the reason why they've been starving is because the UN doesn't want to give them food. And now they're in a textbook. 555s, I say that. Like, I need y'all to really start thinking about it like this. Like, y'all all want to talk politically correct, and all we have to say this because 330, 606, let's say this, 53. We literally, y'all all want to talk politically correct. And maybe that's the issue, that y'all don't talk with enough emotion. You're not captivating and moving the audience. Y'all are not doing it. And that's probably what it is. Like, are we really going to allow these people who have never done harm to nobody, but try to live their own life, try to make a living for themselves, become pages in a textbook? We're really about to allow these people to become pages in a textbook because y'all still want to eat Starbucks and McDonald's and Pizza Hut, and y'all still want to go shop at these corporations and support these big these big brands of clothing and Dolce & Gabbana and Marc Jacobs and Balenciaga. 656, we're really going to allow these people who have done nothing but try to survive and live become pages in a textbook? All because of our own greed. Because you just have to have the new iPhone. You just have to have the new Samsung. You just have to have that Tesla. You just have to have that Cybertruck. You just have to have that AP Rolly, because you know those diamonds come from Congo, from Africa. You just have to have that. So the expense of someone else's life, to be happy, we're going to let them be pages in a book. Like, I really need y'all to really think about it, like I said, and I'm not trying to guilt trip y'all and shame y'all, but I really want y'all to think about, we're literally 332, as I say, there's 52%, 742 in the timer. I really need y'all to really think about that. We're really going to allow these people to become pages in a book because we won't stand up and revolt, because y'all have fallen for everything and stand for nothing. Y'all hear that? You know, those are my signs. Like, we have literally stood for nothing so that they can fall and we have it all. Anyway, as I say that, and y'all hear them sirens in the back. We have literally stood for nothing to let them fall while we have it all. 818. And I mean by we, I mean everybody in this world has a say and a grab and a stake in what's going on in these genocides. Y'all hear them sirens in the back. 830 said we have literally, we're literally letting them become pages in the book. 333, as I said, is 838. We're letting them become pages in a textbook because we won't revolt. Because we won't put our pride aside and literally sit here and be like, we need to do what's right for, let alone Palestine, but for human life. These corporations don't see us as humans. They see us as cash cows. That's the reason why it's so easy for them to keep raising rent. So easy for them to keep raising groceries. It's easy for them to keep raising car prices why am I paying over $30,000 for a 2010 car? It's so easy. Because they don't see us as humans, let alone black people. They only see us as 3/5 of a human, but they don't see us as actual humans. They see us as cash machines. 919, as I say that, we're literally about to let these people become pages in a book because we won't stand up. Like, I really need y'all to really think about this and let this sit in your head and let it marinate. We're really about to let these people become pages in a book. Just so that you can have the newest, highest fashion and go on these trips in the expense of their lives. We're about to let them become pages in a book because you don't want to stand up. You don't want to stand up.